about certain things. And you don't have to disagree. Excuse me. You don't have to disagree in a negative way. And I think with certain people that I know, they tend to disagree in a difficult way. Or they tend to agree in a difficult way. And the other person doesn't understand and things like that. Right? So you can get mad or a little mad. You know? The background, like getting a phone call, we talking, in the background real loud. They don't want to go into a different room. They don't want to, tell their company to calm down or whatever's going on. Or they just call you in chaos. To me, that's kind of rude. Call me back. I couldn't even say nothing because the sounds were so loud. I don't know if I was wrong or not, but I hung up. Like, how are you talking to me in the background? I thought you called, and then on top of that, this person called me. So it was like, okay, well, I could go off. I can cuss this person out. I can cop an attitude with this person. I can send nasty texts. I can send nasty voicemails. Because that's what people expect, because throughout the years, that's what they have been either going through or have went through before. And it's just not a good thing. And I'm in a good place in my life right now. And I'm glad that I saw this tonight because I was listening to an audio like I always do. And I found this. And I'm glad I found this. And I'm glad I didn't get mad at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I didn't get mad at all. Do you hear what I'm saying? Woo, that was a close one. So I'm going to see if I can find a quick article real quick. And if you can't resolve a situation, like, excuse me, y'all, these people is just irritating. It's new people. They don't know that I am on the air. Anyway, trying to find an article that'll kind of go with this stimulants and response. I'm just going to type it in. But out of all the arguments that I had, if I would have just stood back and said stimulants and response, not react to everything, I wouldn't have got so angry in life. Because the results was just not what I wanted to have. If you don't want difficult responses, people got to stop being difficult first. And that's what this is all about. Finding your peace. Protecting your life. Protecting your heart. Guarding it with all diligence. So stimulants. Yes. Okay. Let me see. I went to journalism school, right, y'all? And they said, oh no, do not go to Wikipedia because that's not the right information. Ain't that something? And it seemed like everybody go to Wikipedia. Stimulus response behavior. I want to look at the approach because I'm just curious. Stimulus approach theory is a concept in psychology that refers to the belief that behavior manifests as a result of the interplay between stimulus and response. In particular, the belief is that a subject is presented with the stimulants and then responds to that stimulus producing behavior, the object of psychology study as a field. So this has something to do, looks like, behavioral psychology. All this education out here. And people going nuts over this. Like, it don't make no sense. Well, you don't have to react to everything. That's the big thing. We got everything in front of us making us worry for no reason. And it's a regular day at the end of the day. Like, this lady put up this blackout that's supposed to happen between the 4th and the 6th. I'm like, you know what? I just don't react to everything. Like, it's a lot of stuff people post up and it don't even be true. And it's just like, I'm so done. So I'm going to read this short article here. I'm just trying to see how long it is because I ain't going to be doing all the extra stuff. You know what? It don't even. It's like moving around and stuff. Okay, psychologist. So this is psychology? Like, I'm tripping right now. I am. Like, this is so funny. Like, I took all this stuff in school. Like, I don't want to. I keep tapping the same thing. Okay. Definition, business dictionary. Let's see what they say. Oh, this talk about in sales. You know what? It's a crazy. I don't want to look at a crazy. Whoa. It says, question. How has positive and negative experiences in exercising a certain activity influenced your intention to exercise it in the future? Stimulus response theory. Stimulus. Any event which prompts an organism to respond in a specific way. Response. A specific behavior elicited by a stimulus. Reinforcement. An event following a response which increases the likelihood of that response being repeated. Suggests that future exercise behavior depends primarily on whether the exerciser has experienced positive or negative outcomes following previous exercise bouts. How people learn new behaviors. Classical conditioning. A reflective behavior can be elicited through repeating patterns of behavior with an antecedent cue. Instrumental conditioning. This is deep. A voluntary behavior can be learned by pairing the behavior with consequent reinforcement. That's different. So it's pretty much what we've been talking about, but the 5-step peace process, which is pause, goes with that, because you're able to step back and think first when you're confronted. You know how many lies we could say, but we thought about what we was gonna do, our freedoms, or everything. It's a lot of talk about our freedoms being taken away because we don't able to step back and think about what's being taken from us. But knowledge never can. It can never take that. If you allow that to happen, that's on you. If you're confronted by a difficult person like a boss, family member, friend, spouse, whatever, don't react. Pause. And then my solution, set a time aside to have an excellent conversation because you're an excellent person. So, on that note, quote for the day. Hopefully, it's going to pop up tonight. Didn't want to keep you guys long. Just running some things through. You know, season 2 is just random this season. I don't have no list out like I did before. So I'm just going to, just follow what I'm learning and just talk about what I've been learning and stuff. This is a program for peace. And if you study these 5 steps, you'll find out a lot of your stress has a lot to do with these 5 steps. Pause, empathy, agility, contribution, epiphany. Those things matter because PEACE is what that means. Who knew that? I sure didn't. So, leadership tip says the unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. See Joe Bell. See. As a leader, you set the tone for your entire team. If you have a positive attitude, your team will achieve much more. Chris Brady at Rasco tweets, your mental stability in the fight is one of your greatest assets. Yes, it is. Leadership tip says, ideas are a dime dozen. They are worthless, but people who put their ideas into action are priceless. And leadership tip says, I can't believe that God put us on this earth just to be ordinary. Me either. Gordon Tregold at Gordon Tregold says, a sense of humor is part of the art of leadership, of getting along with people, of getting things done. To White D. So, you know what? Laugh a little. Laugh and, lay back. Act like you know them for years. It always works. So that's really all I had to say today. Good afternoon, morning, and evening. And I will see you soon. Peace.
We are now transferring you to a customer care rep. Please hold the line and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing. By the way, to ensure you're getting great service, your call may be recorded or monitored.